Welcome in everybody to this Jays Digest live stream. We have a live countdown until the trade deadline, which is in about 35 minutes. So we'll have you covered every step of the way. The Jays have only made one move up to date, and that has been Paul DeJong from the St. Louis Cardinals. A little bit of shortstop depth in the wake of the Bo Bichette injury, but I am expecting a big bomb to drop and something else to happen before that 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time deadline. But I'm your host, Peter Vryonis, alongside host Nick Gosse. And if you missed our reaction video to the Paul DeJong news, go ahead and check that out. It was posted about 20 minutes after the move was made. So go ahead and check that out, and go ahead and check out the pinned comment in that video as well if you want any information on rentals.ca. Just partnered up with them, so that would mean a lot to us. But yeah, Nick, this is an exciting time, man, and I'm expecting a move to come real soon.
Yeah, we got about, like you said, 35 minutes. What's up, everyone in the chat? This is going to be exciting. We'll talk for a bit, then we'll take you over to the Twitter. We'll give you a Twitter view with our face cams on it, and then we'll break any moves that happen. And remember, guys, that a lot of these moves happen within the last 5-10 minutes, even sometimes 2 or 3 minutes after the deadline when they're clocked in. So expect something. We all are kind of expecting a Jays move. We've obviously made tons of videos the past week. 3 today. We had tons this week, and it's been a fun time. And we obviously got Paul, DeJong, and gonna be interesting. Gonna be very, very interesting.
Don't troll us either.
Yeah.
Do not troll us in the live chat section, because we're waiting for a move just like you guys are, and we do not appreciate you saying something has been done, and then we go over to Twitter and we just don't see anything. So
it's definitely going to happen, but we're going to, keep our eye. Peter, you'll keep your eye on Twitter and stuff like that, and it's going to be an interesting time. And make sure to like.
Shout out to Charlie in here. Shout out to Charlie. I see your comment, man. Thanks for being in here.
Yeah, they're both ready. Can't believe how's it going today, Dylan. It's not too bad. It's been a busy day, obviously, for us. We had our new sponsorship. We had 3 videos go out. Taco saying the other guys there today got 1,500 subs. You guys should have been live. Taco, we shout out to them. They were live for however long it is, 8 hours. We had some other things to take care of, and on the business side of things. So we're happy with what we did today. But regardless, everyone in Blue Jays Nation, I think, is coming together for this last 35 minutes. We expect tons of people, a lot of Jays content creators to be live as well, and it's gonna be. I'm just excited for what the Jays are gonna do. Nonetheless, because there's time left.
There's a YouTube turf war right now between Blue Jays content, but no, seriously. Jays Today, great content over there, so check them out. They shouted us out when we were in their live stream for a little bit. Shout out to those guys, man, grinding it out for 8 hours from 10 a.m. That's a full day of work right there, so that's not easy. I wouldn't have been able to do that. Shout out to them. They keep the energy. They bring it every day, so cool guys. Definitely going to look out to collab with them in the future. Going to try to get that on the move. But
yes.
But yeah, we got our own live stream to take care of here, and we're expecting something big, Nick. I've heard a lot of rumblings, whether it be Tommy Pham, Teoscar Hernandez. The Jays were probably the front runner. It was announced.
Mets have a deal to trade Tommy Pham. We don't know who to yet, though.
Don't know who. Yeah, we don't know who.
Scoops.
So,
yeah, he's definitely traded.
Mike Puma also. I don't know. He's a New York Post guy, so maybe
this is getting.
Maybe
he's
got something. He's got something to offer there as well. But let's see. Let's see.
It's getting scary. Make sure to hit the like button. All right. So before the inevitable trades happen, within the MLB, what are your thoughts, everyone in the chat, on our deadline so far? So we had Jordan Hicks, Genesis Cabrera we can include, and of course DeJong today. Are we happy? Are we sad? Are we pleased? Or do you want one more move? I'll actually throw up a poll, and Peter, I'll get your thought on it as well.
Yeah, I think the Jays have done a great job at filling needs right now. And they've definitely added to this team, but the one glaring need that they do have is in that lineup, and they need someone that mashes left-handed pitching. Paul DeJong does a great job at hitting lefties. He's got an OPS over 800, but they do need a little bit more thump in that lineup. He's got some power, but he's not an offensive superstar. I look at the market right now. Teoscar Hernandez is still sitting on there. Tommy Pham, for the moment, has not been traded anywhere. However, he is on his way out of town.
We're
by all
refreshing
reports.
Twitter,
So
waiting for it.
yeah, we're refreshing. I got one eye on Twitter, one eye on MLB Network, and I got a third eye somewhere on the chat over here. So we're trying our best here, but I do expect another move to come. I think the Jays have played it safe
Yeah.
while also playing to win this year. So I've loved what they've done. I've loved the additions, and I'm expecting one more big one before the end of the day here.
We have a couple. The majority right now, vast majority, 60% is voting meh, which I think, I'm happy personally, but I think we'll have to maybe throw up another poll there at the end in literally 30 minutes, and maybe that'll change things as everything is about to go down within the next 30 minutes. We have, again, Tommy Pham is on the move. We don't know who to. I have a weird feeling it's not going to be the Blue Jays, but I mean, it's very, very possible. It's a guy we've been linked to the entire deadline, and I'll tell you one thing. The Teoscar Hernandez talks have gone very, very quiet, which might be a good thing for the Blue Jays because usually their moves don't get leaked in advance. I mean, obviously, the talks for Paul DeJong only started picking up, obviously, today, and Bichette was obviously got hurt, but I don't know. It's very, very exciting. Bellinger, go home.
Got a report out of Seattle, Nick. We got a report out of Seattle. Colton Wong is hugging people in the clubhouse.
Oh, okay.
That's not the report we wanted to hear.
John Heyman saying
now,
Twins looking at righty bats. Pham a possibility for the Twins. Interesting.
See, guys, see what I just did to Nick right there? I don't want that to happen in the comments right now. So it's just a note. It's just a side note. Do not do that. See, his heart stopped.
It did.
He looked at me with wide open eyes. Then I let him down.
Let's get a light spike for today's
Nick down.
For the Blue Jays today. Like us, obviously our videos that have been going on so far today, and the Blue Jays, they've been killing it. Let's get up to 50 likes. Let's see if we can get there. And it's been a grind today. It's been fun though, and I think we're in the final stretch. And the Blue Jays so far today have kind of been. I'm happy with it. I think I'm pretty happy with their move. They were given a pretty tough situation with Bichette's injury, and they flipped it pretty quickly into. We got a solid, borderline starter caliber shortstop who's great at defense for nothing, really. At least nothing that the Blue Jays would, care to. And we have an option. He has an option as well. Put the Twitter on. All right, we'll transition to that. Do you guys want to see the Twitter now, or do you want to wait a little bit? Let us know in the chat.
I just want to say one more thing here about Ross Atkins before we check out Twitter here, is that the urgency is something that really stands out to me this year as opposed to years past. In years past, he would wait till the last minute. The team would be struggling. They would need additions right away, and he would wait and wait and wait for the best deal possible as opposed to going out and being aggressive. But this year, Jordan Romano went on the injured list. We don't know how long he's going to be out for. Jordan Hicks was a Blue Jay the next day. You look at Bo Bichette. He got hurt rounding first base yesterday. Why is his name escape? Paul DeJong is a Blue Jay the next day. So the urgency from Ross Atkins shows to me that he's very serious and that a move is imminent. Whether it's Tommy Pham, whether it's Teoscar Hernandez, something is on its way here because Ross Atkins is not playing any games this time around.
Maybe a few things here. The Rangers are traded for Austin Hedges. Not too much to note there. Johnny Sources of the Gate 14 podcast said that according to his sources, the Jays aren't going to acquire Pham. Who knows if what that has to do with. Shout out to them. Ben Nicholson-Smith did retweet Mike Puma's tweet regarding Tommy Pham.
He's legit, man.
Tommy Pham, yeah, Mike Puma, best name in sports, and it's great. This is getting intense now. Twitter's going crazy. You guys want to see us go to Twitter? Or do you want to keep it here for a little bit? Let us know. And shout out everyone in here. I'm nervous. Sounding like Pham is going to be a Twin. Very, very possible. Very, very possible. Shout out Eduardo Rodriguez for vetoing a whatever it is, trade to Los Angeles. That's absolutely hilarious.
Oh, that's good. That's good news. That's good news for any of the World Series contenders around Major League Baseball. Nick, I say you throw on Twitter. It might be a good luck charm here.
All right, hopefully this all works.
Hopefully
this all works. Shout out to everyone in here. Hopefully the stream doesn't, turn laggy, but we'll do our best.
All right, there you go.
I think we're good.
There you go.
If it gets laggy, let me know and we can back out of it. Mets have a deal to trade Tommy Pham. MLB scoops. All right, nothing yet. Shout out to Twitter. Go ahead and follow Jays.syt. We tweet on occasion. We do the occasional tweeting. Peter, you can go ahead and keep an eye on chat here because I'm not going to be able to.
I got it.
To do that.
I got it.
Scary,
Yeah, this
scary.
is this is a big time stretch for Ross Atkins and company. This could be a season defining next 25 minutes for him because I don't think they're done making moves. Maybe there's none out there, but I think they need to make one. And there's one more addition that this team needs. I think Teoscar Hernandez really bolsters this lineup. And I know it might sound stupid taking him back after you wanted the culture change and after you wanted those defensive upgrades in the outfield, but you need a big bopper in that lineup, and that's exactly what Teo is. We know what we're getting out of him, and just for the absolute vibes, and it would be amazing. It would be amazing.
It would be
And we're
phenomenal.
getting cornered here. He's saying Jeff Passan. Do we believe him?
Let's
Do
find
we
out right
believe him?
now with a refresh.
Hmm,
Nothing. Radio
nothing.
silence.
He got us. He got us. See, guys.
Check it, check it.
That's not cool.
Ah,
That's
Connor.
not cool.
Now, what I will do is go back to duos
It's
for
not
a
cool.
second. Make sure to hit the like button. I will make sure that we're following. Yeah, we are. So no Jeff Passan bomb right now. I just want to make sure. Yeah, nothing from Jeff Passan here, guys. Peter, think it's possible we do 2 more moves instead of 1? Never mind, it's a fake. Okay, so Connor got bopped. Understood.
Mike Blizzard, that sounds like one of those burner account names
It
that
does.
tweets out fake trades.
Classic.
So thanks for that, I guess.
Carlos,
Thanks for that, Mike Blizzard.
I still hold on to faith that Carlos Baerga, whatever his name was, said that the Jays were going to get Freddie Freeman. Remember that day? Unfortunately, it never went.
With the flames in the graphic.
Yeah.
on the
Breaking news that Teoscar would change the mood and make everyone so relaxed. The Jays would go on a 9-game winning streak. It would definitely
Unreal,
be.
man.
Yeah, the vibes would be unreal. I have to chat as well on my phone, Peter, so I can help as well. But vibes have been unreal. Shout out to everyone in here. This is it's kind of the crunch time. Obviously, the Rangers acquired Austin Hedges. He's pretty bad. I was looking at his stats earlier. Mike Puma. Tommy Pham poked his head in the manager's office and left the clubhouse in street clothes. Seems like that's a bit of a strange, tweet.
No, that I read. That
No,
okay,
I know.
yeah,
I just
that's what
the
you're
street
reading.
clothes.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just
Okay,
going
yeah.
through the old, just going through stuff in case anyone missed it. Trey Mancini did get DFA'd, and he's a guy that unfortunate.
Doesn't solve your problems, man.
Okay, it's nothing.
Doesn't solve your problems, I don't think. Trey Mancini,
all good,
great
Connor.
comeback story.
It's all good.
Yeah, great comeback story, Trey Mancini. Wish him all the best. Hopefully, he can land on a team and
Think he will.
and contribute.
Think
But
he
he's
will.
not. He's not what he used to be, and I think the Jays got to aim a little bit higher than Mancini.
Yeah, I agree. Make sure to hit the like button. Let's get to 50 likes. Shout out every single person in here as we're now counting down. We're at 23 minutes until first pitch, until the deadline is up here. Biggio needs to play every day. I think someone out there could pay something. It's possible that Biggio gets dealt. It is possible, and it's pretty quiet right now. Now, if I remember, we'll go back to do this for a second while we talk here, Peter. Last year's deadline, I remember very, very clearly. The Whit Merrifield was the buzzer beater for the Blue Jays, and obviously at the time,
Right.
no one thought really anything of it. And we thought it was, they should have done more, and they probably should have. But the point is, I have a feeling, and you could correct me if I'm wrong here, and you chat as well, because it's kind of a vague memory. But I feel like it was pretty quiet around this time in the deadline last year as well, and then a bunch of moves went down at the end. I think it could just be a false memory, but I'm pretty sure it was pretty quiet around 20 minutes before the deadline, and then a bunch of stuff started happening within the last 5 minutes. That's usually how it goes with the deadline.
But that was the thing. So that's what I meant when I spoke about the urgency from Ross Atkins. He got the deals done that he needed to get done. So Jordan Hicks was a necessity. Paul DeYoung, a necessity. But now he's holding out till the last second to get that best possible deal.
Yep.
And I think that best possible deal is Teoscar Hernandez. He's probably going back and forth with Jerry DePoto as we speak, and they're going back and forth about packages. What's it going to take to bring Teo back to Toronto? And I'm thinking a mid-level prospect because he's going to be a free agent at the end of this year. I don't see the Blue Jays retaining him if they do go out and acquire him. So I'm thinking that they're just hassling each other right now and trying to finagle one final piece to get this deal done. But I do believe something is in place, and we're going to be able to break it to you guys live on this stream.
So they have Slippery. Bo Bichette has no significant structural damage. I believe he has some structural damage, but not significant. He has, as of now, day to day, and they are unknown if they're going to put him on the IL, but they avoided something major. So we're good with Bo Bichette. He won't be gone, for the rest of the season. He'll probably be gone. My guess is a week or two would be my probable guess there. Maybe they put him on the 10-day IL and retroactive it to yesterday or something like that, but he's good, and which is huge, which also goes to show that I think a bigger move is coming. Joel Sherman just tweeted here, expectation as of 1 minute ago is that the Cardinals will still trade Jack Flaherty, perhaps in conjunction with outfielders such as Dylan Carlson or Tyler O'Neill. Interesting.
I'm looking at the Yankees as a potential team to go out and trade for those guys that you just mentioned, probably in a package deal. They haven't done anything yet on this deadline here. They need some pitching help. They need some outfield help, and Flaherty and O'Neill address both of those needs.
It's scary. Owen saying, why is this your deadline so much more quiet than other years? Well, the market is just a lot of fringe teams, but I'd say it's been a pretty eventful day. I mean, we kind of had a 2021, or I think that was the year, Cubs-esque selling for the Mets, just getting rid of all their, good veterans, and the Mets did a great job this deadline. They got a haul back for their players. And that's what happens when you have an owner who's going to eat up all the salary. That's what gets you the big assets there. But right. It's been a pretty solid deadline. I think honestly, it's a lot busier than what I thought it was, say, a week ago. Because the expectation was, you weren't going to trade. Scherzer wasn't going to be on the market. Verlander wasn't going to be on the market. All these guys, but ultimately we got a pretty exciting deadline, I think. And again, there's still 20 minutes left of the deadline, so it's I'm a little bit nervous.
Don't be nervous, Nick. Don't be nervous. I want to ask you this.
Yeah.
Who is the largest prospect that you're giving up in a Teoscar Hernandez deal? Yeah.
Ask the chat. Answer that as well. What would be the one prospect, the biggest prospect I'd be willing to give up for Teoscar Hernandez? So I'll start by.
Can I rattle off? I'll rattle off some names for you then. Okay.
And I'll just say yes or no. And I'll just say yes or no.
Okay. Yes. For the
yes,
players. Exactly. So let me just pull up the Blue Jays top prospects
here. Shout out everyone
here.
in here. Support. Thank you very much. And let us know. So you can say the players that Peter bet a name off. Let us know if you would trade any of them or if you disagree with me. I think I have a decent idea in my head here. Of what
I got him here. Got him here. So obviously I'll rule out top 5. Okay, so Tiedemann, Barriera, Zulueta, Aurelvis Martinez, and Tucker Toman. I think it's safe to say they don't need to trade a top 5 prospect for Teoscar Hernandez.
I think
correct?
So as well. Maybe. Okay. Maybe Tucker Toman. Maybe. If
we'll start at Tucker Toman. Would you do Tucker Toman for Teoscar Hernandez?
No, but barely.
Okay, Barger. Addison Barger.
No.
Alan Roden.
Yep. Don't know who that is. So yeah.
Cade Doughty.
Yep. I think everyone else. Besides Emmanuel Bonilla.
Adam Macco.
yeah, definitely would.
How funny would that be? How funny would that be if the Jays were to acquire Teoscar Hernandez for Adam Macco?
Yeah, I don't know what the market is. Looking at some of the other guys, and there hasn't really been, Teoscar would have been the best position player traded this deadline, unless I'm forgetting someone. So maybe you would, and Peter, I'll ask you the same question. Would you trade Tucker Toman, a number 5 rated prospect, for a half a season to Teoscar Hernandez? Chat, would you?
I wouldn't. I wouldn't do it.
I don't think so.
I wouldn't do it. But I think if you look at the return for Jake Berger of the Chicago White Sox, I think he might have been the best position player traded this year. He was a big time value over there, and they got Zach Eater or something in return. Jake Eater, and he's a big time arm in the Marlins farm system. I think he was one of their top 5 prospects. So that's what you needed for a controllable asset like Jake Berger. For a rental like Teoscar Hernandez, I'm thinking a little bit less.
I'm thinking maybe it might take, obviously they probably want to give up someone like you said, Cade Doughty, and maybe Cade Doughty and Biggio or something.
That I would
like
do,
that.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Cade Doughty and someone on the 40 man just to free up a spot.
It's very, very tough because let's check Twitter here, but it's very tough because again, we don't know what the market is, and we will know pretty soon. Like if you would have Mike Petrello just tweeted 20 minutes left. Toronto, Minnesota, and Philly still haven't found that right-handed outfielder. New York Yankees haven't done anything. St. Louis still hasn't moved the guys we thought. Okay. This is getting a bit Interesting now. Yankees fans out there, apologize for you. I don't know what you guys are
Oh
doing.
man, that's just a disaster of a deadline for the Yankees.
They're not buying and they're not selling, and Judge is playing through injuries again today. So it's a strange time. It shouldn't have cost that much for Teoscar. He's proven he's not the same offensive player as what they gave up for him and expected him to be this offseason. Yeah, but like he has a track record to a degree as well. But again, I don't think they're gonna overpay for Teoscar. But a lot of the guys are still on the board. Tommy Pham and Teoscar, the two guys, and Tommy Pham is a trade seems inevitable. We just don't know to who. My guess would be the Twins, I think, for Tommy Pham.
And another thing that we got to remember about Teoscar Hernandez is that he won't be an everyday guy if he does come here.
Yep.
Of course, he's going to take a lot of at-bats away from Dalton Varsho, and he's going to get a lot of DH reps, even against right-handed pitching. But his numbers are going to skyrocket because he's playing in a much more hitter-friendly park. And he's just going to have some opportunities to drive in guys. It's something that he didn't really do in Seattle much.
And he also hasn't played any games in left field this year, so again, I'm thinking, like you said, DH against, righties, maybe plays the outfield occasionally against lefties to where you shift around, have Varsho, and, maybe even honestly, think of Teoscar, I could see, against lefties, they sit Kiermaier and Varsho, put Merrifield in center field, and maybe put Teoscar in left. I mean, that would put the best offensive out there, but obviously the defense takes a hit. Looking back at the Teoscar-Swanson trade, do you think it was worth it for the Jays? It's hard to see where the Teo plays because of three outfielders, Witt and the Belts. I think the front office does that Teoscar trade 100 times out of 100, and I still think the Mariners probably do the trade as well, but I mean, it makes absolute sense for the Blue Jays. I mean, they got one of their best relievers. Obviously, he struggled a little bit as of late, but where would they be without Eric Swanson? They would have lost many more games if they didn't have Eric Swanson. Plus, we got a prospect for someone that we weren't going to it makes total sense. They do the trade in a heartbeat again. And it's also going to show now that if they were to held on to Teoscar and trade him at this deadline, you aren't getting near what you got for Teoscar at the last thing, which was an elite MLB reliever and a prospect who was in the top 10 in the Jays system there. So I think it was a bit of a fleece by Ross Atkins, but I mean, it makes sense for the Mariners too. They had tons of relievers. I think they may have overpaid a little bit for Teoscar even last offseason. I think we said that at the time, though. I think we said that at the time. Maybe giving up, if it would have been a 1-for-1, I think it would have been a bit more reasonable. But getting a prospect too made it a no-brainer for Ross Atkins for sure.
Yeah, I've been very happy with the trade, and obviously Eric Swanson has provided a great return for the Blue Jays, and they're going to have him for another 3 seasons as well. So that's something that we got to remember. Absolute masterclass by Ross Atkins. Do not understand the hate, but we're not going to get into it right now. However, Teoscar Hernandez, the Mariners, like you were saying, Nick, they just went for it. They needed an upgrade on the offensive end, and they went ahead and they did that with Teoscar. They tried to go ahead and make that team better. Didn't pan out. They now find themselves selling at the deadline. And it would just be an unbelievable story to get him back for less than what you got in return. It was crazy. It would be a crazy return for Ross Atkins and company, and I'd be very happy.
That's kind of where it makes it a bit difficult. Owen saying that Jay should have traded for Jake Berger and saying control, really underrated hitter. To get Jake Berger, I think it would have costed more than
Relvis, probably a Relvis.
One of a Relvis, Berger, Barriera, 100% one of those. One of those three. And according to the MLB trade, the values, which are of course flawed, you have to use common sense, but Berger was rated at 20.1 million median value and Jake Eder was only at 8 million, value. So it was an severe underpay by overpay by a fleece essentially by the White Sox. But something happened.
Were you laughing at Johnny's tweet? Is that what you were laughing
at? No, I haven't. I did see that. Yeah, I laughed at that earlier. Yes, I did.
Because I saw you laughing while I was talking. I'm like, why
Arizona. Tommy Pham has been traded to Arizona. Wow. That is dumb.
Wow.
That is dumb.
I mean, dude, they're going for it, man. They're going for it.
Wow.
Whether they're going for it, and they are tied. They are tied for the final wild card spot with 4 other teams. So I get it.
I was convinced that earlier today that they were going to get. Wow.
I understand it.
Oh wow, Thomas Hall. We missed this 4 minutes ago. The Blue Jays remain involved. This is obviously before the trade, so they were down to the wire with Tommy Pham. The Blue Jays were. Mm-hmm. I wonder if that means that they pivoted away from Teoscar because of the price. Dodgers talking to Red Sox about Paxton. Why would that's strange. I guess, I mean, the Red Sox, this is something's going on here. This is getting a bit.
It's now I'm nervous. Now I'm
Yeah.
nervous. You've made me nervous. So you got your wish.
Shout
I
out to
guess.
Arizona. Paul Sewald.
They're going for it, man. You love to see it. You love to see these teams that haven't made the playoffs in years just go ahead and go for broke. Corbin Carroll is one of the best players in baseball, and now you're pairing him alongside a good power hitter, and you've made a lot of additions. So good for Arizona. Very fun team to watch.
I don't mean it's dumb for Arizona, Owen. It's just it wasn't any of the teams that was reported. So it was just kind of a random thing. And I'm not super high on the Diamondbacks being able to win DNL.
Neither.
So that's why I think
They're
it might
fun.
be. But again, they have all they have tons of pieces. Blair and Barker.
What's with the Capitals, Mike? You're scaring me, man. You're scaring me.
Taylor's
Mike's been.
Hold on.
Mike's,
Blair and Barker,
No,
Teo's a
no,
J.
no,
What?
no.
Are they
No.
reporters? No shot.
I don't know if I can. fall for this.
Whoa! Not a Blue Jays thing. Not to get you alarmed. Merrick Fine. This could be a Blue Jays issue though. There's growing buzz that the White Sox may trade Dylan Cease in the next 10 minutes. Dodgers
To the Orioles?
Dodgers and Orioles seen as favorites. Please go to the Dodgers. If the Orioles get Dylan Cease, that's going to cost them so much. But that's also horrible.
It's my fault. It was my fault for pumping Mike's tires, man, saying he sounds like a burner account. Now he's just gonna do it out of spite, and I deserve it.
10 minutes, Peter. Get a like. Oh, that's
we
not
go.
the right thing. Stream's not starting soon. The stream is ending in a little bit. Not right now, though. Make sure to hit the like button. Support has been unbelievable. Mike Blizzard link. The Jays are 10 minutes, 9 minutes. Peter, we need to. This is bad. Let me ask you this. If they end
Something's gonna happen.
Jack
man.
Flaherty
Go
to the
ahead.
Orioles? Oh, goodness me. Oh, my gosh. That's true. Not Dylan Cease. We got to get on Twitter here. All right. Jack
Okay,
Flaherty's,
that's okay.
Jack Flaherty's been traded to the
That's
Orioles.
okay. I'm good with that.
That means I'm assuming they're out of the race for Cease, or they just say, screw it. We're the best team in baseball.
That's better. That's better, man. Because if they got Cease, then they might just be the best team in the American League. So
Are we nervous, Peter? Are we nervous? What's
I'm nervous now.
Yeah,
I'm nervous.
this is-
What would you want to ask me?
If the Jays don't make another trade, what are we grading the deadline? We're gonna do a grade as well. We'll grade we'll maybe do a video over the next 3 or 4 days grading the moves and the Jays offseason or the trade deadline as a whole, kind of like we did for the offseason. I'm nervous. Would you be upset if they don't make any moves in the next 8
I
minutes?
mean, I wouldn't be upset. There are other things that happen in my life that make me upset, so I don't think that's the right word. But I would be disappointed because they do need to make another move, and they can't be satisfied with the team that they have right now. Obviously, they have a good team. They have a chance to make a run if they do get to the playoffs, but they do need some more. They're a little bit bare when it comes to hitting against left-handed pitching. They're a little bit bare when it comes to driving in runs. And if Teoscar Hernandez comes to town, 2 of those problems are solved. So I do think they need another move. If they have to overpay, so be it. But I do trust Ross Atkins. He usually
just
pulls
spend.
the trigger.
Make it fun. Spend.
Go ahead and do it. And
Trade Tucker Toman.
they
Do it.
Need to. Yeah, you know what, man? You know
this
what?
point.
Well,
Maybe not.
I don't want them to, but go ahead.
We
If that's what it
an
takes.
outfield bat. Like, it's getting to the point now, and I don't know. I can already see the Ross Atkins press conference later tonight saying, we see the Blue Jays, George Springer and Vladdy taking a step up. There's no significant ad that could have replaced that, so I think we're good with our team we have now. I can just see it.
I'm very high on Tucker Toman. I think he's going to be a great player. But if that's what's holding you back, if you don't want to trade a 19-year-old to get an established veteran who's going to put your team over the top, then you should be out of a job. It's that simple.
Yep.
Doesn't matter how good unless the 19-year-old is Jackson Holiday, you make that deal.
Yep. This is terrifying. All right, guys.
We got a super chat. here,
Hey,
Nick.
super
We got a
chat. Let's go
super
back to the duos for a second. Shout out to the super
Huge.
chat. I got a little super chat graphic for you saying, Shohei Ohtani, you, my friend, are a Toronto Blue Jay. Shout out Piyush Mata for the super chat, the first one of the stream. We appreciate it. And if we got Shohei Ohtani, I know we'll be making, we'll make a run for him, I'm sure. Just not right now because, he's not available. So,
Thank you, Mata. Appreciate it, man.
We really appreciate that. And well, Peter, this is on
5 minutes.
So I'm following all the we're following all the major reporters here. So if we see this update, usually it means that there's some sort of update, and we'll stay live for a little bit after the deadline because moves do tend to go down after for 5 to 10 minutes after. But we'll get that classic Ben Nicholson Smith tweet saying Blue Jays are remaining standing pat.
Trade Biggio, Springer for Ohtani. Yeah. If only it were that easy.
I would have done that in a heartbeat. Things are quiet. And shout out Peter Vryonis. There.
Where did you see? Did I appear on your timeline?
You did appear on the timeline. You did appear. Shout out Peter Vryonis. They always say the price was too high. I'm a bit worried. Who else would be left now? Lane Thomas doesn't seem like he's getting traded. Eloy Jimenez would make some sense.
Was Whit Merrifield someone on the market last year? I don't think so.
No, it's just like a random nuke, it seems like.
Yeah, so you never know. You never know. You just got to
5 minutes.
Roll with the punches here. 5 minutes, Nick.
Oh.
5 minutes. You doing all right?
I'm doing good.
Doing all right
John
there?
Heyman, 5 minutes late. Tommy Pham going D-backs. Spelt everything right, at least.
Talking Yanks just tweeted something. Yo, 6 p.m. Eastern, not Pacific, and they added the Yankees. So it's
what a disgusting trade deadline for them. I apologize to any Yankees fans, out there.
Yeah.
He wants the money. I wonder, in this very moment, what do you think Ross Atkins is doing? On the phone with the Mariners, saying, and the Mariners holding out for that one prospect the Jays don't want to trade? Probably.
He's preparing his speech for
realistically, that's probably
the press conference.
That's definitely it. The speech revolved around how,
his apology for the press conference.
About how many years of control that we've gained.
No, all joking aside though, Ross Atkins,
he's done a great job.
I think he'll pull the trigger here soon. I think he will.
This is wild. Shout out everyone in here. This is something else. Hit the like button. Let's get the flames up.
50 people.
Oh, well, no flames.
Shout out.
Yeah, shout out to every single one of you. And check out our video from, breaking the Paul DeYoung news, and as well as our new sponsor, Rentals. Shout out to them. But no news, Peter. On X. Calling it Twitter, though.
We need to, I think we need to sing a song, man. Like, nervously sing, just to get us to the deadline. No, I'm kidding. We're not doing that again.
Chris,
we're not doing that again.
Shout out the OGs back.
Lee.
Lee.
I remember the name. Lee Fugere or Fugere.
Jack Flaherty is a middle caliber pitcher with a 4.43 ERA. Doesn't move the needle at all. I don't think it makes him maybe a little bit better, but again, they don't have. I'm not worried about Jack Flaherty. I'm worried about Dylan Cease though. I'm also worried about the Orioles for the next however many years, but we'll worry about that.
Well, if the Jays face Jack Flaherty, he'll probably carve them for 8 innings.
One tweet. What do you think it is?
What is it? What is it?
The New York Yankees are acquiring reliever Keenan Middleton from the White Sox. Don't know if that's a very exciting.
Blockbuster.
Yankees blockbuster.
Shout out to the 266 people that are in here.
2 minutes.
Unbelievable turnout.
50 likes. Appreciate it.
It's coming.
Passan Bomb?
Johnny Sources. If Ross Atkins doesn't get another bat, he's dumber than I am. Lol.
This is bad. That's hilarious.
It's not, man. It's not. This happens all the time.
I know.
This is not your first deadline. You know this.
I thought they were going to get one done before this. We made one move today, Paul Young. If we don't make any more moves, I'm still moderately happy with the deadline. It would be maybe a B-.
Oh, nine more tweets on my end. Oh. It was just
Peter, what is your rank if
Middleton?
If they don't make a trade here, what would you grade their trade deadline? Genesis Cabrera.
C+.
Yeah. Genesis Cabrera, Jordan Hicks, Paul DeYoung.
I'd
B
go
minus.
B minus.
Because
B minus.
Jordan Hicks is the
because
main one for me.
Jordan Hicks,
He's a
yeah,
game changer.
legit. He's legit, but you still need a bat.
Like 10 minutes past.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
I appreciate that bombastic, Bushkin. Hit the like button for these great guys. Well, Peter?
Moderately unhappy. I guess that's a way to describe it. Is it 6 o'clock? It's not 6 o'clock yet. Hold on.
None of that really matters in the sense of...
No, it doesn't matter.
7:35, or I guess for you guys, 6:05 will be... I thought they were going to do it.
What? You thought?
A deal.
What? Oh, well, they'll make one. They'll make
I
one.
hope so.
I mean, we got time.
This is terrifying.
It's not 6 o'clock. It's like
True.
6:05.
True.
So.
True. Yeah, what is the point of this, day?
Oh, it is 6
All
o'clock.
right, the deadline is officially up. However, hold your horses. I don't know what to tell you. We're waiting. So
I don't know either.
Well,
I don't know either. This is we're going along with the information that we have, and there is no information. So
what a quiet last. What a quiet last 30 minutes.
Still nothing here for me, man.
No, the
Nothing
only
here.
deal that was made was was really the Jack Flaherty trade. Did everyone just hold flat?
For any hockey fans out there, I guess Jeremy Swayman got $3.4 million in arbitration.
No idea who that is.
That matters. if that's a deal you're looking out for.
Cardinals got Cesar Preto and Drew Rom. No idea who those are either. Uh-oh. Riots in the chat. Dylan Cease is staying in Chicago. He will not be traded. We're waiting for the Ben Nicholson Smith. Okay, no tweet yet from Ben Nicholson Smith. This is the exact same scenario as last year with Whit Merrifield. Exact same. Except maybe there won't be a trade this year. This is terrifying. So quiet. Everyone's just saying the same thing.
Man, shout out to Johnny Junta, man. This guy kills me. If you guys want to laugh and you want to follow a Jays fan, and we don't promote the not safe for work content, but man, just go ahead and check him out. Don't pull up his
Lock
page,
it in,
Nick.
Peter. Lock it in.
That would be detrimental to this channel.
We're waiting for the Ben Nicholson Smith. This is ridiculous.
It's not that ridiculous when you think about it.
If they don't make a move, I'm off the.
Are you off the grid? Are you off the grid for a couple of weeks?
Nah. Reuse our deadline move. Let's not forget that we have Chad Green in the. We have Chad Green in the. You guys proposed big trades. Just kidding. Keep it a good word. Thank you, Nathan. Appreciate it. I mean, we made a big-ish trade. Not really. Okay, what's going on here?
Saying Ross Atkins needs to get fired. It's not over yet.
Expect a video tomorrow on Ross Atkins. We can cover everything that he said in his press conference, even though we probably already know what it's going to be.
Mm-hmm. Colton Wong is out there. If anyone's interested, I'm not.
What are they just? Do you think Ross Atkins is in a shambles for Colton Wong right now? Pretty hilarious. Again, guys, usually, and it will happen, one of the reporters will tweet saying, like, the Jays are done making moves. Ben Nicholson Smith has done it for the... Thomas? Don't do that to me.
Oh, come on. Come on. You got...
What is Ben Nicholson Smith doing, you know?
I didn't fall for it.
Come on, Ben. What are you guys expecting to happen? Yeah, I would
There's
feel
nothing
bad.
like violently refreshing Twitter on trade deadline day.
An hour before I have a basketball game. I'll be missing.
Like it.
Okay, Heyman is just late. Everything.
Yeah. Hey, I don't know.
Masterclass by Eduardo Rodriguez. Masterclass. Staying in Detroit. Yeah, this is making me go wild.
For the love of God.
Come on, Ben Nicholson Smith.
Here we go. We are entering the home stretch.
Mets
The
have traded
unofficial deadline.
Mets have traded
is
Dominic
approaching.
Leone. That's a bomb. Kidding, it's not a bomb. However, it is showing you guys that deals are happening. Not sure what the point of the deadline is.
Deals are happening. Yeah, deals are happening. Deals are happening.
Ross is currently pouring a cup of coffee. Eerie silence.
I mean, there's nothing we can say. There's nothing we can say to you guys right now. This is just
It's electric.
craziness.
Well, it's not
It's
electric.
craziness.
It's the
There are
opposite.
nearly 300 people in here
Shout out
looking
everyone.
for answers, and we're two of those people also looking for answers. We have no idea what's going on.
Let me call
So,
Ken Rosenthal up.
Yeah, let me give Ross Atkins a call, man. Give him a piece of
Give
my
Mike
mind.
Puma a text. Let's
Mike Puma would.
what's he saying?
Ross is cured.
No moves for the Twins. Horrific deadline for them. Peter, this is the fact that Ben hasn't tweeted is sketchy. Can you, well, if Ben does tweet and it's official at no moves, we will obviously, wrap up if that happens. And we will, reconvene for, a deadline recap video probably tomorrow if they don't make another move. The Jays do play a baseball game in an hour. Hyun-Jin Ryu taking the hill against Kyle Bradish. I'm terrified.
We're getting there, man.
Dude, this is
Okay,
worse. This is the worst part. I'm just
now,
waiting for Ben Nicholson Smith to say the Blue
now,
Jays. Go ahead.
I'm worried now. Now I'm worried because
This tweet is going to be copied and pasted with the Blue
6:05.
Jays.
You know what? I think I'm going to tweet right now.
P.
I'm
Vryonis.
worried. Yeah, I'm worried.
Tigers did not trade Eduardo Rodriguez. Disaster class.
And I'm tagging the Blue Jays, man. I'm tagging the Blue Jays.
Jays got Mike Blizzard as a troll. Would not want Josh Donaldson.
Okay, Mike, we gotta mute Mike, man. We gotta mute Mike because
Nah,
this is
shout
getting
out,
ridiculous at this point.
You
no,
came
I'm
at
kidding,
him.
Mike. But seriously, I mean, I wouldn't believe it. I
Whoa!
wouldn't believe it.
Just kidding. Oh, P. Vryonis popping up on the. Shut up, P. Vryonis.
Maybe it'll make him wake up.
JD is coming home. Everyone's doing that. Okay. No, thank you. This is strange, Peter. This is truthfully strange. I don't know if it's ever lasted this long after the deadline. Silence.
I think it has. I think it has. Shout out to the 306 people in here. I think this has happened before.
Give me Eloy Jimenez. I mean, it sure has. Recency bias.
Give me anyone, man. Give me anyone at this point.
You know what?
I wanna
Call up
move.
Davis Schneider. I'd be Eloy got confirmed. Vaughn. Can we not?
Dude, don't refresh, man. He's gonna get you again.
Well, I keep seeing P. Vryonis in the top of my feed. This is so strange.
probably
So
stay
I
that
guess
way, Nick.
this happens from the sense of a deal, like they hang up the phones at 6. Like how did what?
No, I don't.
Or is there? It's like I don't know. Whatever. It's our commissioner.
I mean, there's no Shy Davidi tweets. There are no Ben
Strange.
Nicholson Smith
Strange.
tweets. There's something, man. There's something brewing.
Something's brewing.
Already got 3 likes on this tweet. Go ahead and follow me, Peter Vryonis, on Twitter. And go follow our Twitter as
Jay's
well.
Digest
Jay's
YT.
Digest YT.
We're tweeting more. Wow.
Yeah, we gotta get more active on Twitter, man.
We do. Blue Jays have yet to release a lineup as of 4 minutes
Oh my.
ago. That is weird. We are 40 minutes from
Oh.
first pitch.
Oh dear God.
Buckle up. Check Bob Nightingale? I don't
Oh.
follow Bob. Peter, check Bob Nightingale.
Oh my God. Okay, don't check.
Okay.
Don't check. I'm looking.
Adam Liss is
Look.
probably trolling, but it's fine. Check anyway. Nothing? It'd be a random person to tell us to check. He's washed up. Shout out 360 people in here. Terrifying.
I mean, no, I don't see anything.
All right.
Cut that out. Oh, getting some followers here. Keep it going. Keep it going on the Twitter. At least if the Jays don't make a move, I'll gain some Twitter
Jays Digest
followers. How
YT.
about
Check that out as well. Check out our video from, again, a couple hours ago. Really would appreciate that.
Check out rentals.ca as well for
Yeah,
any
huge.
help that you
Partnering
need
with them
with your
will.
listings or looking for an
How
apartment or whatever.
how can all three Jays reporters go silent?
We're just coping right now, man. We're coping and we're waiting.
You said 5 to 10 moves will come. That's one then.
5 to 10. Who
After the
said that?
deadline. He means not for the Jays.
414 people in here.
This is
Wow.
incredible. Shout out every single one of you.
Incredible.
Hit the subscribe button
Shout
if you're
out to
new.
you guys.
Just in case you are new here, daily MLB content every single day. We've been doing 2 to 3 videos a day for the past week. So that won't stop with the Jays, big stretch. Bednar and Keller remain with the Pirates. Okay, that's not of note for the Jays. Fire the insiders. They're not doing much insider. Great stream coverage, by the way. Well done. Thank you, James. All deals must be finalized by 6 p.m. Hopefully delayed announcement. Yep. Make sure to subscribe. We are on the road to 8,000 subscribers. If you guys could help us, if you're new and you're not subscribed, we'd really appreciate that. What's up, Junior Donaldson? I do have a basketball game.
430 people. And Nick,
it's over. It's wraps. It's wraps.
No moves?
No moves.
How do you know?
Bet Nicholson Smith. Jays don't have any late moves coming in. Wow.
Is that for sure?
Yep. Wow.
Damn.
Shout out everyone who followed. Huh. Oh, the fire emoji comes up now. Take that off.
Now it comes up at the wrong time. It comes up at the wrong time. And
I don't know how
that's
to feel.
too bad.
Don't know how to feel.
I also don't know what to think here. I don't know what to think.
So we had no strange.
It is weird. It is weird. We've been talking about a secondary move here.
Marlins got Josh Bell. No Teo.
Marlins are going for it, man. The Marlins are going for it. And you know what? Maybe we were wrong about Ross Atkins. Maybe, he had to make another move, and he didn't do it. He wasn't willing to overpay. Fair enough, but
let's watch. Let's glass half full here for a little bit.
Yeah.
Which is
let's go glass half full.
Let's compare ourselves to a lot of other teams. I mean, we did more moves than most other teams. We got the best reliever on the market, which ended up being the best reliever on the market. We got we got Paul DeYoung, a mid shortstop who cover up fine, and we got Genesis Cabrera, but we needed. I wonder.
Maybe someone's getting called up. I
wonder if the Blue Jays
have more faith
how close they were to getting Tommy Pham. I feel like it was very close. But let's look at the AL East. We did more than the Orioles. We did more than every other AL East team. Right?
Yeah.
Which is strange. So. No AL East teams did anything.
The Red Sox didn't do anything.
Yankees didn't do
anything.
Orioles got Jack Flaherty.
But yeah, let's look at the glass half full. I'm going to do that as well, Nick. So let's look at that. Maybe Ross Atkins looked at the offensive market out there, said none of these guys are going to solve our problems. None of these guys are going to come in and save this team from not hitting with runners in scoring position and all that. Their model this year has been pitching and defense. They got better defensively. They got better pitching with Jordan Hicks, and they're getting Hyun-Jin Ryu back. So
I mean, the Jays just tweeted out the roster moves.
Man? Who knows, man?
Ryu reinstated. Bowden Francis option down. Lopez to the 60-day IL, and Ernie Clement is on the roster. So nothing. That is bad.
Well, the Jays didn't make a move, but follow us on Twitter.
Hit the subscribe button as well. And
hit the subscribe button. That's probably the most important thing. Sorry. That's definitely the most important thing. So hit the subscribe button. Thanks to each and every one of you that are in here right now. And yes, Chad Green is going to be on the way as well. So the Jays are getting some upgrades, but not in what they need. Unless they call up someone and that person who gets called up has an immediate impact at the major league level, this offense is going to stay the same, and they're going to have to win games in very boring fashion, whether it be pitching or defense. So
You know,
buckle up.
the weirdest thing here is that, Atkins did amazing at adding to the bullpen, but the glaring need has been for the past months an outfield bat, and we didn't do it at all. Which makes me wonder, like, what was the price for Tommy Pham? What was the trade for Tommy Pham? Was it there, like...
I don't think the package was released.
I think it may have been recently. Let me check. Maybe not. But, like...
I was talking myself into a Teoscar Hernandez trade all day long, to the point where I actually believed that it happened, and it didn't happen. I wanted Teo back on this team really badly. He's such a fun player to watch. One of my favorite Jays when he was here. Obviously, the strikeouts and the defense can be frustrating, but you needed a bat, and it's a underwhelming deadline in that regard. But Ross Atkins made the best part of this team even better, which is the bullpen, and you're getting additions in the starting rotation, so the pitching got bolstered even more. And let's see what they do in the playoffs. What if Vladdy turns it around? What if it's a vote of confidence in this lineup as it's constructed right now? Who knows? We're still going to watch every game. We're still going to follow this team in depth, but it's hard to quantify them not making a move for a bat at this deadline.
Yep. Even Mike Wilner's mad. It's interesting. It makes me wonder, what would they have done if Bo didn't get hurt? Were they getting Paul DeYoung anyways?
If Bowden didn't, Bo didn't. Okay.
I'm a bit confused.
I don't think so.
Now let's also, Paul DeYoung is a guy who's hit lefties very, very well this year. He's kind of a guy, he has an 826 OPS against lefties, so they'll probably slide him in the spot that we were hoping Teoscar or someone would take, but he's not that guy. And this is a very important year for the Blue Jays. The windows...
He might be.
The two most important, years for the Blue Jays, Atkins kind of balked at the deadline a little bit.
Yeah, that's a good point, man. That's a good point, because the Orioles are not getting any worse. They're just getting better. They're on the up and up, and it is hard to justify not going for it, especially this year.
The return was out for Tommy Pham. It's just a 17-year-old lottery ticket shortstop prospect.
Interesting.
I would have rathered us overpay for Tommy Pham. I wouldn't have cared. Who cares?
Would have overpaid for Teoscar.
Anyone. They were one bat away from... But again...
I think someone gets called up, though, Nick. I think someone's going to get called up here.
An interesting tweet here saying it seems like every fan base is disappointed. I mean, if you're not anyone besides, I'd say, the Mets and the Rangers, anyone else, no one made moves.
I'd say Marlins had a really good deadline too.
Diamondbacks as well, but no one really made moves this year.
Angels had a decent deadline. They did what they had to do, but
they're not gonna win.
No big time moves apart from Scherzer and Verlander going to Texas and the Astros.
The Dodgers got Ryan Yarbrough from the Royals. Strange. Well,
it's a nothing move. But yeah, well, let's wrap this up, Nick. Let's wrap this up.
Yeah, we can wrap it up. I want to thank every single one of you for tuning in. I think we peaked at 450 or something absurd. We've been covering it, the deadline, really this past whole week. We had 3 videos today in a stream. We had 3 videos yet, whatever it was. We've had like 20 videos the past 20 videos the past week. We're going to probably no video tonight. We'll probably have a recap video tomorrow, so look out for a video tomorrow about just the deadline as a whole, who we acquired, and then maybe a grading video the next day, and we'll try to go live for you again soon. But that wraps up the trade deadline coverage. The next big thing now is for the Jays to win some games. Hyun-Jin Ryu, Chad Green, bullpen's the best in baseball. If the offense picks it up, I think we can win the whole thing.
I think so too. And bottom line, whether you got Teoscar Hernandez or any bat at the deadline, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. has to be above a 900 OPS for your team to be what it's supposed to be. Bo Bichette has to be healthy. So there are a lot of internal factors that coincide with the Blue Jays being a World Series contender. And we've been on record saying it, Nick. There's no one singular piece on the market that could take this team over the top. The internal guys just have to be better. And I think they will be. It's a vote it's a vote of confidence into these guys that are on the team right now. And they got to step it up. It's that simple.
I agree. Thank you. The last week's been unbelievable. We got our new partnership with rental with rentals. My voice is going. I had a basketball game. Everyone enjoy the Jays game today. Try to stay positive. We did more than most teams, and let's not forget we have Chad Green coming back. I mean, our bullpen is stacked. Our defense is stacked. Our offense leaves a bit to be desired, and I'll end it on this, Peter, and let's just the biggest news, and no trade would have been able to quantify the Bo Bichette injury not being serious. I mean, that was really the biggest move of the deadline here. Maybe if the injury was more serious, Ross would have overpaid for someone. Maybe they would have went out and got, Tim Anderson or someone, but I think they can do it. And it all starts with tonight with Hyun-Jin Ryu on the mound, but that'll wrap up the stream. We'll see you guys for a video. Check out our video from a couple hours ago. It was a really, really solid one, and we'll have daily uploads for you guys for the next while. I might take a day off, but we'll see you guys probably tomorrow, and take care of yourselves, and don't be too hard on the Blue Jays, and we're excited to see what Ross Atkins says tomorrow, and we'll have you covered with all that. Any final words, Pete?
Yeah, thanks guys for all your support. It's really meant the world to us. We've been grinding it out these past few days alongside you guys, and make sure to check out all of our videos from today. I mean, I think we uploaded 3 times. I'm losing track here. It's been that much of a grind, but we love doing it. We love being the first one to bring you guys this news. So check out those videos and keep up the support. It really means a lot to us.
Love you guys, and we'll